LOP in the building. My life been a movie, I should've filmed it. Nicely with the pen game. Pops taught me the spit game. Get your cameras ready, we heavy catch when I'm in frame. Product, opinionated, but I'm coming through smooth with it. I be kicking facts, you could Google it. Run a block to the booth, hear the truth, just another lane lock. I'm a Crown Heights legend, still repping the same block. Whoa.
You are now listening to the Life of Produk Podcast.
Yeah, what up, man? It's the boy Produk. You're now locked into the Life of Produk Podcast, episode 33. Before we start episode 33, I got to give a shout out. Shout out to Lil Hoops. Let me tell you something. You're an amazing person with a very special place in my heart. Don't ever let nobody dim your light. And that's from my mouth to your ears. Let's get this thing started. Boom. Episode 33. Shouts out to the people that rocked out with episode 32. Y'all gave me some great feedback, and it wasn't no negativity this time. Not one DM or email. Because usually y'all be like trying to like fucking debate with me. And I'll be entertained it because like sometimes like, well, one, I love my fans and my listeners. Two, sometimes I got time and shit. So when I got time and I might be bored, fuck it, let's get it popping. But I respectfully do it. I don't be like an asshole because I don't want to unleash the beast on y'all. I want y'all to keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? So episode 33, 33 is a special fucking number, man. And I'm gonna tell you why. Like doing this episode makes me think back to my 33rd birthday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm in my 30s and shit, still rocking out, bang, bang. I spent my 33rd birthday in San Francisco. And the crazy thing, before I started recording the show today, I remembered that because I actually totally forgot about that, but it was fucking great. And I think I told y'all before, if you've never been to the Bay Area, the weather is amazing in the summertime. I don't think I've ever been there in the summer and it's been over 70. And for my 33rd birthday, when I flexed out there, it was like 60 degrees. Yo, whole trip, I was in Yankee fitted sweaters and Timbs the whole trip. It was fucking great. Got back to Brooklyn and it was like 88 degrees, 90 degrees, you know what I'm saying? Fucking summertime was covered. You know, it get hot in New York. But yo, 33 was a great birthday. 33 is going to be a great fucking show. Today's show is titled, You Are Not a Loser. Let me tell you something, right? Back to my birthday. I'm going to come back to the show, right? Real shit. Let me fuck around and get rich on y'all. I'm out. I will be like the Black Larry David in California. You know what I'm saying? Larry David is my dude because even though, like, you know, I'm a big Curb Enthusiasm fan. Even though dude is in California on the West Coast, he's a straight New Yorker. He's in like all black every day. And that would seriously be me on the Bay Area side, the San Francisco side. And it's expensive as shit. So let me fuck around and get rich on y'all. I'm out. I'm throwing y'all the deuces. Y'all better catch a flight and come see the kid or connect with me on social media. We could FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? Let me get rich. It's a wrap. Bang, back to episode 33. Episode 33 is called You Are Not a Loser. Go in your bathroom right now. Look in your mirror and tell yourself, I am not a loser, because fucking Produk told you to do that. Look in your rearview mirror of your car while you're sitting at the light. Look in the rearview mirror right now. Say, I am not a loser. You know why? Because fucking Produk told you to say that shit. I want you to open your camera phone, flip it to the selfie camera, look at yourself and say, I am not a loser. You need to get cocky out here sometimes. Seriously. And yo, I be giving a lot of people advice. I be dropping free gems on y'all. Some of y'all don't be listening. Shouts out to the people that cashed in on this free game. I be dropping them and they fuck with it. But you need to get cocky on these people sometimes. You need to, I've tapped into my inner Gemini. Thank God I'm a Gemini. And you know, I be hearing people, oh, I'm a Sagittarius, I'm a Leo. All right, okay, that's cool. Fuck out of here for a second. Let the Geminis rock. Us Geminis have two sides. I have my regular side, then I have my cocky side. So I have me being me, and then I have Produk, which is the cocky side. And the alter ego Produk is that fucking dude. You understand what I'm saying? Produk gets me out of a lot of situations. Produk and God, because I give a lot of things to God. But Produk knows when to step the fuck in and say, all right, let me take over for a minute, sit down, let me rock out. You heard? Real talk. You got to get cocky on people sometimes. You got to let people know who the fuck you are. You got to remind people who the fuck you are. And I'm sorry. Listen, man, shouts out to my pops who wants me to stop using a lot of profanity. I love you. I'm getting there. I'm not there yet. Oh man, man, he gonna listen to this and call me and be like, "Yo, what's up with you?" You know what I'm saying? I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But you gotta really remind people who you are. Activate your cocky side. Let me. Y'all remember those commercials back in like the 90s and the early 2000s, all those movies, and like they always call people loser. They'd be like, "You're a loser. What the fuck is a loser anyway?" Like, I want y'all to define it. Go fucking Google it. That shit might not even have an accurate answer. Let me ask y'all a question in your own words. I want y'all to think for a second. I'm gonna give y'all about 5 seconds. In your own words, what is a loser? That was your 5 seconds. Tell what is a loser? Like, what if you failed in school? Does that make you a loser? What if you got fired from your job? Does that make you a loser? What if you dropped out of school, got bad grades? What if your business failed? What if you started a business, you registered it, you put thousands into it, you took a loan out and it failed? Does that make you a loser? No, the fuck it doesn't. It doesn't make you a loser because failure can equal a win once you go back to it. There's a lot of famous people that either struggled in school or dropped out of school. You got Steve Jobs, you got Bill Gates, you got Mark Zuckerberg, you have Kanye West who dropped out of college, Walt Disney. These people either struggled with school and or dropped out at a certain point. These people are billionaires.
You are now listening to the Life of Produk Podcast.
Are and were billionaires, they're innovators. You understand what I'm saying? So people throw that whole loser aspect around very, very loosely. They throw it around very loosely. Let's look at Kanye West for a second. Say you're an uncle or aunt, older family member, or mentor, and you had this kid who was going to school. I can't remember what he was going to school for. I think art, maybe. I don't know, like film art. I know he was like into like shit like that, right? Say if you got this kid who had a very promising academic future, but he wanted to make beats and rap. And the older generation, especially older black people, they're looking like, nah, man, you got to stay in school, get your education. Yo, you fucking up. You went from A's and B's to D's and F's. Barely making a C. A C minus would be like a godsend for this person. So imagine this kid bust his ass in school to focus, to get good grades, to get I don't know, maybe some FAFSA shit, you know what I'm saying? Or what is it called again when you get a whatever the fucking they pay for the school or whatever, scholarship. You got a scholarship, bust your ass, get a scholarship, you get the scholarship. Say you get a free ride, you don't get a free ride, but you make it to college. A semester or two in college, you like, nah, this ain't for me. I want to make beats, but you nice with it. You got fucking talent. Like, you got the talent to really rock out and make beats. Your shit is genuine. It's unique. But you got people on the other side calling you a failure. I'm pretty sure a lot of people called him a failure. You know what I'm saying? They might not have said it to his face, but some people called him a failure. They're like, oh, you a failure. You don't even make real beats. You sample beats. You using other people's shit. What the fuck is that? Boom. Fast forward. Umpteen fucking years. Look where the man is at now. And I'm pretty sure he was called a failure. I'm pretty sure he felt like a failure many times. See, that's another unspoken conversation. You have to feel like a failure to get past failure. You know what I'm saying? You have to feel like a loser to get past being quote unquote a loser. So that brings me back to my question. What really is a loser? You know, that comes with so many definitions in shit like that. I don't really think the term applies as much as people use it. Because I've heard people, you know, I've heard women, oh, he's a loser, huh, huh. Nah. Yo, you know what's crazy? I got called a loser one time. Yeah, I got called a loser. I know y'all probably shocked. Oh shit, probably got called a loser. Yeah, I got called a loser one time. A loser tried to call me a loser. So I guess that kind of canceled it out. Even though by this the fact I'm not a loser, but a loser called me a loser. So a loser called me a loser. And I was like, oh shit, I just got called a loser. I was like kind of stunned because I was like, yo, you like a whole peasant out here. So I got called a loser and my reaction was, shut the fuck up. And I said it like in a heavy Brooklyn reaction voice. Shut the fuck up. Like, yo, real talk. You have to tell people if a person calls you a loser, even if you're feeling like a loser, your reaction has to be shut the fuck up, because some people need to shut the fuck up. Excuse my mouth. I know I use a lot of profanity. I tend to speak passionately. I'm not aggressive, but I'm passionate. There's a difference in the way I talk when it comes to my show. So we know when that person called me a loser, I didn't even have to activate my Gemini side. Product didn't even have to come out. My regular side handled that, because I know for a fact I'm not a loser. Now, there might have been times I felt close to that or on the lines of it, but never fully there. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you have to kind of get through feeling like a loser or almost like a loser and experience failure to kind of get past that. It's the boy Product. This is the Life of Product Podcast. We will be right back with a message from Anchor. Shouts out to Anchor for sponsoring the show. Shouts out to Anchor for the distribution. I love you guys. We'll be right back. What up, man? It's the boy Product. We're now back with the Life of Product Podcast. This is episode 33. Episode 33 is titled "You Are Not a Loser." You never know what a person has been through. You don't know their struggles. A lot of us, we hold pain. We have an inner pain inside of us that we kind of cope with in different ways. You know, everybody has their own coping mechanism that they deal with. You know, some people go a little more extreme. There are people, and I hate to call a person a loser, but there are people out here in life that kind of are losing, or they're closer on that path to losing. And we don't know what put them there. We don't know what their motivation level is. Like, a lot of people become unmotivated. Look, you know, people turn to drugs. A lot of people, I know people that have been in and out of rehab their whole life. Once you hit that point when you're fucking with drugs, that right there should be a breaking point for you. It should be a breaking point for you. I could say all day that should be a breaking point, but is it really according to them and how the way they see things? You got to feel bad for people, because you don't know what their final straw was with life. You don't know what that final straw was with life, and that pushed them, and they said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do this. Boom, boom, boom. You know, because a lot of people, they've had so much pain and so much uncertainty. They've had so many situations where they felt bad. They just want to feel good. Drugs make people feel good. When they take drugs, they numb the pain, as they say. You know what I'm saying? That can put you on the path to losing. Hitting that point where you're homeless is that point of losing. It's that point of, that's a heavy form of, and I'm not calling homeless people losers. Like, don't misconstrue what I'm saying. A few of y'all done did that shit, and I had to clarify it. You know what? I had time those days. I don't always do that, but there's a few times I had to do that. I'm not calling homeless people losers, but at that point, how can that person dig themselves out that hole? Where's the shovel at for that shit? You know, people, they talk about homeless people. They say, oh, go get a fucking job. You cannot get a job if you don't have an address, if you don't have a non-driver's license, if you don't have a driver's license, if you don't have just some form of ID where you can receive mail and shit like that. You can't always expect a homeless person get up, go clock in, and they smell like outside. They smell like piss. They haven't eaten. Their teeth is not clean. You know, the teeth is yellow. They're not clean. You can't expect that shit. That form right there is sometimes it's a point of no return for some of them. Like I've met homeless people that were at a certain point half their life. You know what I'm saying? From younger or middle age to, 40s, 50s, almost 60s, and they learn to live with it. It's scary. I remember one time I hung out in the city one night. This is when I moved to Queens, right? So I was hanging out in the city and I was like, nah, I'm getting lit. I'm getting fucking lit. I'm not paying $30 to park. I'm not circling all these blocks to park. I'm going to take the train. Bad fucking idea. It's a bad idea. It's a bad fucking idea. Yo, I flexed up to the city on the LIRR, you know what I'm saying, which is the best move to make instead of taking the regular subway to the city. LIRR got there in like 20 minutes. Slid. There was a club off of, there was a lounge on 10th Avenue. There was the Marquee. There was another club that was really fucking big. I can't remember the name of it, but it was lit. Went in there, party all night, right? I went up to Midtown, walked past, I forgot what spot I walked past. Hung out there, went to another spot. It's like, 3 in the morning now. It's like 2, 3 in the morning now, right? I go back to Penn Station and I'm going to catch the fucking LIRR. LIRR is shut down. I'm like, fuck it. I'll catch the regular train. I'm gonna go get on the F train. F train shut down. E train shut down. Fucking J train is shut down. Everything is shut down. I said, all right, I'm gonna take the A train, jump on a bus or jump in the cab from there. A train is shut down. Boom. I had to fucking sit in Penn Station till like 7 a.m. Me and like 1,000 other people. You know what I'm saying? All right, everybody take a spot. Bathrooms are closed. Had to use the bathroom. They had fucking porta potties. So I'm outside kicking it with some people. Come to find out they were homeless. Didn't know it because they looked like they learned to live with it. They learned to cope with it. And they were actually a few years younger than me. And it was sad because there was a girl that was with them. And the girl, she was like, yo, she told one of the dudes, she was like, yo, let me go before you. She came out, she was like, yeah, my bladder's going crazy. I'm pregnant. She was homeless and pregnant. It was sad to see that shit, to see them all on a Saturday night hanging out outside of Penn Station using porta potties, and they were all homeless. You know what I'm saying? And a part of me was very interested to know their story. I didn't want to ask that because I didn't know them like that. We were outside talking maybe 20 minutes on some regular shit, but you have to ask yourself, damn, like what went wrong in these people's lives? And I you know what's crazy? I had no cash. Well, I had a little bit of cash, but not that much. A part of me wanted to go to the ATM, give the girl some money. The girl was pregnant, but I didn't want to come off a certain type of way. Like I'm not a people person, so I'm even shocked I was kicking it with them but in the beginning before that. And I'm not saying that because they're homeless. I'm just not a people person. But a part of me wanted to do something to help. But everybody's different. Like she or they might have taken that the wrong way. So that point in life is not some shit that we want to ever hit. You know what I mean? I got an uncle, God rest his soul. He was homeless at one point, and I thank God that he got back on his feet at a certain point. He had, things happen in life that kind of just pushed him to that point where he was just down. To see your uncle go from a point of just being self-sufficient to just being down and out on his luck. You go into the park to play with your friends and he or your cousins and he's sleeping on the park bench. That shit hurts. It hurts. And I've heard fucking family make jokes about him. Oh, he's a loser. Oh, look at him. He homeless. Fuck that. That shit is fucked up. And y'all know who the fuck y'all are. I ain't gotta say no names. That was your family member. Why didn't you fucking help him? Why didn't you do something to help him? Because sometimes we hit a point where we can't even help ourselves. It might take a person on the outside to reach out, lend their hand, and pull us out the water. It might take a person to reach over the ledge of the building and pull us back so we don't drop and just end it all for ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? Thank God he had a little bit of help here and there from different family members, and he eventually got back on his feet. You know what I'm saying? But to see my uncle, who was my favorite uncle, rest in peace to him, homeless, sleeping on park benches, that shit put me in a whole different space. It put me in a whole different mindset. And I told myself when I used to see that is a point in life I never want to reach. I've always worked hard from the time I could work. I got my first job right when I turned 16. You understand what I'm saying? So I've literally been working ever since. I was school, work, boom, 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 owning a business, working, owning a business at the same time. And not to sound cocky, but I don't want to lose in life. I told y'all before, failure is one of my biggest fears. Losing kind of runs into that. You know what I'm saying? I do not want to lose in life. I do not want to wake up at 45, 50 years old looking at my shit like, damn, yo, I made all the wrong moves. I don't now like circumstances can fuck with you. Life circumstances, you can get thrown curveballs. You can have something go bad with your health, family shit. The pandemic happened. Fucking pandemic. People lost their houses. They lost their houses. They lost their apartments. They lost their jobs. Families broke up over this shit. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow morning when we wake up. I swear we don't know. But right now, while you have the power to plan for tomorrow morning, you need to plan accordingly. You need to plan for this W, not this fuck that loss. You need to fuck that loss. Don't kick that shit out the window. Plan for the win. Do whatever you got to do for the win. Get that win. Legally get it. I'm not telling y'all to get out here and go get some consignment, flip a brick. I'm not telling y'all to go scam. I'm not telling y'all to place fucking card skimmers in gas stations and in ATMs. I am not supporting none of that shit. Cause y'all fucking scammers, man. I don't know. It's something about y'all. Y'all don't play fair. I don't like y'all like that. I'm not even a hater. Y'all be fucking doing too much, man. It's a whole nother story. I'm not a hater though. But I'm not telling y'all to get your W like that. I'm telling you to grind this shit the fuck out. Grind it out. Because nobody wants to lose in life. If you lose, your kids lose. Yeah, it ain't just you losing. If you lose, your kids lose. You don't want your kids losing. You don't want your kids coming to you. Oh, mommy, daddy, why we don't got this? Why can't we do that? And yo, it hurts. Telling your kid no for something because you just don't feel like buying it. That's one thing. You know what I'm saying? I've become professional at just saying no for random shit. But telling your kid no because you can't afford it or you don't have it, it hurts. I've had to do that a couple times. Tell my kids, "Oh, daddy can't do it right now. I don't have it," and it hurts to see the pain on their faces when I had to say no because it's one thing to see the pain on their face when you say no because you like, "Nah, I ain't buying that shit. Nah, you don't need that. You got XYZ. Go play with the toys you got." But to see the pain on their faces when you say no because you literally cannot afford it, and your kids feel the same pain you feel. So when you say it, that energy is passing to them. So that now they got your pain plus their pain. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I want y'all to think about. But yeah, this was episode 33 of the Life of Product Podcast. You are not a loser. Let me tell you something. If you're listening to the show, soon as this episode is finished, I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and say, "I am not a loser." And you know what? I don't care if you got to say that shit 5 times that day. I don't care if you got to say it 5 times tomorrow. Guess what? At a certain point, it's going to resonate and process in your brain, and you're going to get that W. You know why? Because I'm the fucking inspiration dealer. I'm out, baby. Gia.